Hey guys, 12 Days of Moto Academy, Christmas. Today is day one. What that means is inside of the Moto Academy app at club.themotoacademy.com, we're giving away something every single night to a random subscriber until Christmas Day, which is the grand prize when we give away a trip that you can win from anywhere in the world to fly to Florida to train with myself and the Moto Academy team and to go to Daytona Supercross with us, which will be epic. Tonight, we're giving away a Fox V3 helmet signed. And like I said, all you have to do to win is be a subscriber. So go to club.themotoacademy.com and join the live streams every single night until Christmas. Good luck, guys.
So Harriet and I had a question for the podcast. How do you find out what your dreams are, what your goals are? As far as career and even the little things. What order do you put them in, and how do you go about discovering them? Thanks, guys. Glad to be back.
Great question.
Such a good question.
What's his
Shout out
name?
to
Fat Header, but what's his name?
no, what was the dog's name again?
Harriet.
That's an awesome dog's name.
So cute.
Shout out Harriet
Yeah, and Fat Header.
and Fat Header. Allie, you take it away to start.
I don't know, because as he was saying that, I was wondering. I wonder that same thing often with myself because I have so many different interests, hobbies, and passions, and we've had a discussion about this a lot of times because obviously AJ doesn't want me to work anymore going forward, and I love like anything holistic. I love exercise. I love nature and animals, and I've asked him so many times, like, there's so many ideas I have. I wouldn't know how to prioritize them or pick one. So I feel like you should answer this.
Okay. So
Take it away.
think about the things that you really, really, really enjoy doing more. And we've answered this question as well, me, Dave, and
Okay.
Rob, and I have no idea how we answered it. So you're getting the double time advice. And we'll see if my ideas are consistent. Find the thing that you really, really love doing more than anything else. If there's a couple of things that come to the top of your head,
Like me.
right off the dome, if there's 2 or 3 or 4 things, then step 2 is find the thing that you've got to be good at it, or at least have a clear path of knowing how to get good at that thing. So maybe that next step is, okay, which of those 2, 3, 4 things am I maybe a little bit better at or more natural with? And then this is an important one. Is there a need for it in the world? Like, how can you benefit other people and help other people with that thing? And how much of a need is it to be able to serve people with that thing? You could probably combine, if there's a few that are similar and not super far off from each other, like Allie's few would be design, like interior or home design.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one.
Animals of all kinds, dogs, like
I
a
don't
doggy
discriminate.
daycare,
I
or
like
like
them
a
all.
farm. There's a whole bunch of different things. Wanting to open like a kind of like a coffee pastry place. So you could combine all of those for all I'm concerned. But then creating whatever you want that to look like in your head, probably then reflect on whatever you just drew up in your mind and then just make it even a bigger, better, grander idea.
I have something to add to that.
Yeah.
And I think this is really important, and I think a lot of people don't have this, is surrounding yourself with people that make ideas like that seem possible, or make
That's hard to do.
hobbies or passions like that seem possible. Yeah, because a lot of times we surround ourselves with people that keep us small or don't have a vision of anything greater. Or what am I trying to say there? Like, I feel like your circle is very important to motivate you to make those types of changes in your life.
And even if you have that circle developed, or you are developing that circle, then you are still going to receive constant negative feedback, or the person that tells you it's not possible, don't waste your time, but you should be doing this instead, or whatever those things are. I got them constantly. constantly. And I was in such a fragile place already because I didn't really have a clear vision, because nobody was helping me develop that. Everybody was just telling me all the negative what ifs.
And imagine if you just started earlier. Wow.
And it would have been such easy, simple guidance for somebody to give to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I never got it. I really didn't get it. I got more of like the plan B, what if type advice,
Mm-hmm.
which
So I feel like organizing and prioritizing in your head what it is that makes you happy and makes you feel passionate, kind of carving out a plan of which one makes the most sense, which one serves people the most, which one makes you the most happy, which one is there a need for the most, and then also making sure that the people that you're surrounded by make you feel motivated and worthy and lifted up enough to actually pursue whatever that passion or goal is.
and then just start where you are. So
Yeah.
just start, because if you try to, yes, there is a time, like write a mission statement for something, create a 5-year business plan, even if it's loose. But don't worry too much about all of the steps, because you're going to encounter countless steps and they're going to change as you go. Just start, be open-minded,
run with 'em.
try to learn, enjoy it, and think big and think bigger and think bigger, because if you don't, it's easy to pigeonhole yourself into a situation where what you began as your passion could quickly turn into something that feels like a job if you aren't careful.
Mm-hmm.
I've been incredibly careful to not do that. Even
It has at times though, right? Felt like a job.
yeah, but I knew that wasn't the end all be all. I
Yeah.
knew I was working towards something else, something bigger. I'll use the first example that popped to mind, like when an ex-racer would get an opportunity of being able to train like Baker's Factory, or get a deal with like Star Yamaha to be the trainer or whatever. A lot of people would be like, oh, that'd be the ultimate post-career dream job. But in my mind, my first thought was, oh boy, okay, you're working for somebody else, one. Two, you are working you have to physically be somewhere every single day, no matter what. Like, you are immediately tied down to that. Like, think of the trainer for
That's a job.
Star
yeah.
Racing has to show up to that track every single day, no matter what, and be there all day.
But for some people that love that and that's their passion, that probably doesn't feel like a job to them.
But then when it ends and you have no more income coming in, I mean, okay, so for me, I always just, right from the beginning,
Yeah, I get
naturally
that.
thought bigger.
Yeah.
How can I not trade my time for money to create freedom so that I can make the conscious decision to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been able to establish that really quickly.
Yeah.
To where now I don't do it. I quite literally, I don't do anything I don't want to do. Isn't that nice? Not a lot of people at age 30 can say that.
You're very fortunate, but you also have busted your behind
But
to get there.
I moved very strategically to do that. I could have been busting my behind blindly, like a lot of people do, and still be busting my behind to earn a menial amount of money.
Have you ever done a podcast or a YouTube video or anything where you've like shared the story from start to finish?
Not
Did you
really.
mean to do that with Rob while he was in
Rob
town?
and I have tried to do that 5 times now, and
'Cause
every
I
time we
feel
sit
like
down,
a lot of your
the podcast breaks.
I feel like a lot of your followers have probably come on since like either the Red Bull Straight Rhythm or partnering with Jet or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And they see like you
We
now,
need to get the full origin story.
but they don't know how much you really had to like slave away to get to where you were even 3 or 4 years ago.
There's levels to there's levels to it. There are levels to it.
Took it away,
The
still
mind
happening.
game is really what changed the most, because I started to believe that something was going to be possible. For a while, I was working pretty hard, not really in any specific direction. You think of like 2015, 2016, 2017, I was floating around.
You weren't even trying hard racing. You
No.
were like half behinding racing.
Yep. And that was the early days of the business. But even with the business, I didn't look at it as a business. I didn't know what running a business was. I still barely do, even though I know more than 99% of people at this point. I still don't, in my mind, don't know anything yet.
Well, that's probably a good way to be.
There's so many things I need to learn. It's insane. That's why I read I'm reading books like they're going out of style.
But yeah, I would say just keep leaning into the things that make you happy and make you feel passionate or motivated, and kind of do those things that he said and surround yourself with good people. And I think,
And that is your only option. It's not plan A and there's a plan B. That is the only plan.
yeah, and pursue it.
Go about your life
Yeah.
that way and you will experience joy. You'll be happy consistently. More people need to make that decision to just do it and to chase whatever it is you want to chase.
Yeah, we all play it so safe in life with the corporate job and the saving money for retirement, and half of us go through life never doing something that truly makes us happy. So I think that's a cool question, and I hope whatever it
question.
is that you find passion in, you pursue.
And it's never too late. I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. My dad I've told this story a couple times. My dad is 67 or 69, or I don't know how old he is. Just retired. You can very easily consider that the beginning.
Yeah,
It's
his life
never-
is just starting. He
it's
can do
just
whatever he
starting.
want.
It is never too late to just make that decision to go for something. That is
Yeah.
not, it's a cliche, but the cliches become true because there's truth to them. If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, make sure you go download them on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to watch full episodes or be a person that sends in your own video submission, go to club.themotoacademy.com and subscribe to join the Moto Academy family today.